to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good of marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. The show is broadcast live from the illustrious Radio 1 studio. Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, trying to save our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. Hey, my dad was a preacher, so look out. We'll take it. Well, let's call it icing on the cake. Now, we got a great show lining up today. I'm Robert Gatewood. I am a business developer by trade. I have a company called Gatewood Marketing and Web, and you can find out more about the show by going to gatewoodmarketing.com. I'm also the host and producer of this show, the Marketing Pulpit Show, which you can hear live on Radio 1, on Marketing Pulpit, on Instagram, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and YouTube, and all over the place. So go to marketingpulpit.com. You can listen to the show right on the homepage. You don't have to go to all those platforms. Just make it easy for you. I'm also an adjunct professor at Prince George's Community College. As a matter of fact, I'll be teaching a course tomorrow, a 6-hour course from 9 in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to be talking about marketing strategies for today. So I'm going to do my push-ups and eat some Wheaties tonight so I can be ready for that long class tomorrow. I'm also a consultant with the Small Business Administration, the SBA. I help them in their technology space. And I've written 2 books, one called Played in Full, one called Smarter Than the Boss. So I've, like the young folks say, I got a few, some receipts, a couple of receipts. And so, but I tell you, when you're listening to people, there's a lot of folks out here with advice. Everybody's got an opinion about something. Just do your due diligence. Just check people out to make sure they have the wherewithal to give that advice, particularly when you're talking about something as important as your business. Let's see what else is going on. We got a lot going on. This is the first day of March. Man, can you believe that? March is here already. And we're going to start out the month with a bang. We have a dynamic guest coming up later on, Diamond of Diamond Drip Consulting. It's a sharp sister, so you want to get yourself a comfortable chair, get you some paper and pen. Well, people don't do that anymore. They just record it now and go back and play it later on. Or you can go to marketingpulpit.com. See, I'm old school. See, I got a couple of rings around me right now, but I'm trying to keep up. So tune in. I'm going to catch her in the second segment. That's Diamond from Diamond Drip Consulting. And today, I'm going to talk about March. March is not just a noun. It's not just the month of the year. It's also a call to action. March is a verb. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. But before that, we're going to talk about the First Friday networking event coming up today at 11:30 a.m. at BLE Executive Suites in Largo, Maryland. So if you're in the Washington, D.C. area and you're looking for a great way to start off March, the month of March, with that verb we're talking about, come on out to First Friday in Largo, Maryland. It's 9701 Apollo Drive, right over here near the stadium. And just come on out. Free food, dynamic speaker. We're going to talk about imposter syndrome with Miss Mildred Charles. I'll be there emceeing Miss Bernadette Clay, the owner of BLE Executive Suites. And this young lady, if you want to talk about listening to people who've done it, if you want to be successful, do what other people are doing who are successful. And Miss Bernadette Clay, she is the embodiment of success when it comes to building businesses. So we're looking forward to come on out to the First Friday networking event. That's going to be 11 o'clock. You can go to marketingpulpit.com. Right there on the homepage, you'll see a banner you can click on and register. Or if you're just in the area, just come on out. We'll be glad to have you as a guest today. Let's see what else is going on. Also, if you haven't already, join the business directory, the Marketing Pulpit business directory at mpi.bz. Got some great people in that directory. As a matter of fact, I think I saw my special guest in there, Miss Diamond. She's joined the directory. So when you hear all this good information she's going to impart upon you, You don't have to go looking all over the place for it. Just go to Marketing Pulpit Business Directory, MPI.BZ. All of her information is right there. And we'll also share her information on the screen when she comes onto the stage. So as you can see, we got a lot going on today, folks. It's going to be an exciting show. I want to say good morning to some folks. I see Miss Colette Jackson. Good morning, Colette. I'm going to call you doctor in the making, working on that doctorate degree. She has her own company, consulting company over in the business directory. She's one of our newest members. And thank you for the love and the support. And she said she wished she was in the city to attend the networking event. Miss Jackson, one day you're going to be in the Washington, D.C. area. And we're going to be glad to see you at the first Friday networking event. In the meantime, go to the business directory and check out Sister Colette Jackson, who's joining us this morning. Thank you very much. She's with the Eta Phi Beta sorority. It's a professional women's sorority. And they do some great things. We partner with them on disability, People with Disabilities Month. We do that every year. And it's proud to have them as one of our partners and sponsors. Let's see what else is going on here. I already told you about I'll be at Prince George's Community College tomorrow. Be doing my push-ups on the break. Make sure I'm ready for that. That's a long class, though. I have to talk to them about that. Sometimes we do it in 2 days, but when it's on the weekend, like Saturday, I start at 9 in the morning and we go straight up to 4 o'clock. So you can also go to Marketing Pulpit. You can find out what classes I'm teaching. I partner with Prince George's Community College, also employ Prince George's, Bowie Innovation Center, the Maryland Women's Business. I can't even keep up with them. But anyway, I teach courses at these different places. And it's part of my mission. Let me tell you something, folks. Tell you a little secret. Get my Bernie Mac impression. Let me tell you something. If you want to be successful, tether your business to some type of mission, some type of goal. If it's all about money, I'm just telling you, it's going to be a short ride. It's going to be a bumpy ride. It's going to be a disappointing ride. But when you tether it to something that's greater than just making money, something about making a difference in society, improving the lives of others, then because there are going to be days when that money is not going to be there. I'm just going to tell you. But if you got something greater, a greater calling, then that's what I'm talking about. So if you notice all these things that I rattled off, the books that I've written, this show, my marketing business, working at the college, working at the SBA, it's all tied to my mission of building strong businesses so we can put the people in our community to work. That's my goal. I've been at it now for, can't tell you how old I am, how long I've been doing it. You know I'm 100 years old, but hey, what can I say? I'm not ashamed of my age. So what if I'm 95? So if you say something 95, people go, oh my God, you look good for 95. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Also, BLE has their business services. They have 3 locations, one in Largo, Maryland, one in National Harbor, and one in College Park. If you need business services, like to a mailbox service, business address, call them at 301-322-1700 or go to blesuites.com. Also, this is the first day of the month. There were some observances. I like to observe the observances in the month of March. This is National Black Women in Jazz and Arts Day. That's March 1st. That's today. It's also National Pig Day. National Pig. I don't know if they recognize and treat them or eat them. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know how they get on the list. Share a Smile Day. World Compliment Day. Thank you very much. And for the month of March, this is the Developmental Disabilities Awareness Month. So people with intellectual, physical, other types of disabilities, this is a month to observe that and to support organizations and institutions that are helping them along. It's International Ideas Month. That's a great idea. Let's see here, National Reading Month. You know what? We need to get back to reading. I'm just going to tell you, with social media and this, everybody's flipping through the reels and the charts and the clips, so we don't do enough reading. So let's get back to reading, because this next generation, I'm going to tell you, I did a lot of reading when I was young. My daughter, she probably read more books than, but we got to get back to that. It's also National Women's History Month. All right, women, let's do our thing. We honor you, we support you. And this show has been a big advocate of supporting women and their ambitions and holidays and events. And also it's National Listening Awareness Month. I'm also a big fan of listening. I've said on many occasions, there's a difference between hearing and listening. I heard you, but Was I listening to you? Was I just hearing you long enough so I can get my turn to talk? So on this Listening Awareness Month, let's heighten our listening capabilities so that we can be more emotionally attached to people when they're speaking to us. So I think that's a good observance that's well worth the mention. A couple items in the news quickly. And good morning, Brother Gerald Brown, the greatest plumber in town. Glad to see you this morning, brother. Mr. Brown is a good brother. I tell you, he comes out to our first Fridays. He supports the show. And he helps me close it out every week. Mr. Brown, get ready now, because I'm going to be depending on you if you want to be successful. It's a good brother. Good brother. Glad to see you this morning, Brother Brown. Let's see here. Let's do a couple of quick news items. I see Chloe. Good morning from Chloe Preparatory. Good morning, Chloe. Thank you for joining in this morning from YouTube. Glad to see you this morning. Folks are lining up, getting in here. That's good, 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 good. Come on in here, get this information. And y'all better stick around now for Miss Diamond. I like that name, boy. Something that's precious, something that glows, sparkles. I like it. I like it. Anyway, coming up in the next segment, we're going to have Diamond from Diamond Consulting, Diamond Drip Consulting. Let's see. I'm going to give a couple of news items because we have so much other information. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the news today, but I did want to talk about this story with Tesla. So this black-owned company in Black History Month got this great big order from Tesla, $16,000. Man, that lady was cutting cartwheels, I'm sure. It's like, woohoo, I hit the lottery. But it's almost ties into our guest, some of the things she's going to talk about later on. We get caught up into the shiny objects, whether it's a task, whether it's a job, whether it's a gadget. You still have to do your due diligence. You can't just say because it's Tesla or because it's Michael Jackson, or hopefully it's not from him, or Trump. And a lot of people gotten caught up in that. These celebrities are notorious for not paying you. I'm just saying. So anyway, Tesla got in a little hot water. This lady it was a $16,000 bakery order. And she's thinking it's Black History Month. So good old Elon Musk might be rewarding a sister. Well, right before the order gets ready to go out, somebody calls from the shop and cancels the order. So now there's been a big dust up. I'm not going to get into all the details of who said what to whom and so forth. But there's a lesson. When I tell these news stories, I'm not just saying I'm not trying to be Huntley Brinkley or Don Lemon. I'm just trying to give you context on how news affects our business. And one day you might be in the news and hopefully in a good way. But anyway, Tesla, I think they're working it out. But let's not put ourselves in this situation going forward. You set these rules up, do your due diligence. I don't care who it is. If they are legit, they should understand that as a small business, you can't be taking a big financial loss because somebody decided to renege on you. Anyway, I thought it was worth talking about. Also, the IRS is taking off the gloves. They've been threatening to do this forever. But anyway, the IRS has announced a crackdown on writing off the use of your personal corporate jet. Darn it. Man, just when I was getting the hang of that thing, too. So I do not have a personal jet. Excuse me. Not yet, anyway. If I hang around people like Diamond long enough, hang on. I'm sure Diamond probably has a couple in her garage over there. But anyway, so Uncle Sam is also taking they're taking a harder look at these partnerships where a lot of cheating has been taking place. So the IRS is deciding to play a little tough, a little hardball here. Okay, I see a few other people tuning in here. Good morning, everybody tuning in. Some of you, I don't see your name, but if you drop a comment in the feed, I will see you and I will read you out. Mr. Brown said he has a project this morning, can't attend the first Friday. Mr. Brown, make that bread, get that dough, okay? We'll see you next first Friday. We'll see you in April. But thanks for letting us know. Let me talk about March for a minute. Now, March, of course, is the third month of the year. And traditionally, we think of March as a noun. But I remember when I was in high school, I was in the marching band. I played the baritone horn. I also played trombone. I play about 4 or 5 instruments. Matter of fact, I majored in music. That's how I got through college on a music scholarship. So I understand this whole thing about marching. And so sometimes we march, we do 90s. In other words, there's the feet, the knee, the legs are parallel with the ground. We call those doing 90s. We really high stepping. Sometimes you're marching at a slow cadence, almost like you're walking. Regardless of how you're marching, it has something in common. We were going in the same direction with purpose and determination. We had precision and strength. March is a verb. Also, when I was young, I was very active. I was marching for everything. We were marching for civil rights. We were marching for this. We were marching for that. Any kind of rights, I was out there on the front line. Once again, marching. Once again, marching is about determination. It's about precision. It's about strength. It's about courage, resilience, standing for something, moving forward. So, as we go into March this year, let's not just look at March as a noun, as the third month of the year. We have 31 opportunities. Every time you open up that book, that calendar, that iPad, that Android, whatever you want to call it, you used to have a day timer. I think that's old school too. You have 31 opportunities to be reminded to take action, to take a stand, to move forward, to not look back. So take advantage of this opportunity. On this month, this third month of the year, March is not just a noun. March is also a verb. So let's get out here and open up those day timers and look at there and say, look, let's march. Let's go out here and have some action and movement. Tell you what I'm going to do. Take another action verb. I'm going to take a break. And when I come back, I'm going to bring on my special guest today. Very talented and erudite young lady. And in the meantime, feel free to go to marketingpulpit.com and you can check out past shows. Also go to Facebook, follow us at Marketing Pulpit. Go to YouTube, subscribe to our channel at Marketing Pulpit. Go to Instagram, follow us at Marketing Pulpit. Go to X, you know the drill, at Marketing Pulpit. Now, I don't also have a Marketing Pulpit on Instagram, on LinkedIn, but you can follow me, Robert Gatewood, on LinkedIn. That's where all my action is taking place. You know how it is. Sometimes you have like your business page over there. You didn't spend much time on it. You spend all this time building up your personal page. Anyway, the action for marketing, for Gatewood Marketing and Robert Gatewood is at Robert L. Gatewood at LinkedIn. And in the meantime, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. We're here every Friday. So hang on a second. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm Amina, the founder and CEO of HBCU Leggings. My small business story started with my passion for my alma mater, Howard University, one of the most renowned historically Black colleges and universities. In 2020, I was given the opportunity to organize a t-shirt fundraiser for Howard alumni. And in just 2 weeks, we successfully raised and donated $17,000 to Howard University. That experience inspired me to extend my support to all HBCUs. Obtaining a license to create collegiate apparel was the first significant obstacle I had to surmount. And now, HBCU Leggings has licenses with 8 HBCUs, with several more on the horizon. Apart from creating exquisite apparel, HBCU Leggings is also committed to raising awareness about the extraordinary contributions of HBCUs. The business disseminates information through blog posts, social media content, and e-newsletters. My ultimate commitment is to give back to these outstanding institutions. A portion of all sales generated by HBCU Leggings is directed towards supporting each represented school with the objective of giving back 15% of our revenue through royalties and donation. My motivation comes from my deep love for HBCUs and my aspiration to want to make a positive impact in this world.
We are back. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. We're here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel, not saving souls. We are saving business. We'd like to thank our sponsors, HBCU Leggings, sharp young lady, Amina Hammond. God, we have some great people working with this show. Of course, BLE Executive Suites. Also, Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan. Glad to have him as a sponsor. Attorney Bradley Thomas of Bradley Thomas Law. He's usually in the audience today. He has a case going on. So thank you, everybody. You can go to mpi.bz and you will see their companies in the directory. We have them featured on the homepage, and we really appreciate them. And you can also get on this directory, go to mpi.bz and jump in there and grab the free. You can get on the free account, and you at least get an announcement the day the week that you join. There is no fee for that. We'll announce you to the entire world that you are part of the MPI Marketing Pulpit family. And we also have some packages available that'll get you on the air, get you on the interview, get you on Radio 1. So this is a place, this is the hub. Of course, you want to give all your money to Facebook and Elon Musk and all these guys. You have it right here in the community. Not only are you going to be on this show, but we're going to put you on those platforms as well. So I can't think of any reason why you wouldn't do this. Think about it. I'll think about it during the break. Let's see what else we got going on. Good morning, Idea Gear. Welcome to the show this morning. Let's get together soon. My man, I think I will find the time. William's doing a lot of things with book publishers. We've been talking about putting together a show, help some of these authors out here. And so we'll be talking to Brother Maxwell of Idea Gear. He's also in the business directory. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to get to our special guest, Miss Diamond. So hang on a second there, Diamond. I see you over there. Diamond over there doing a jumping jacks and push-ups. She's ready to go. Let me get her up here on the screen here. Oh, well, let me change my screen here a little bit. Hang on so I can see you. Hold on there, Diamond. Don't go away. I done told you I'm going to get me an engineer in here one day. Trying to do one of these, trying to do it all. All right, we got you covered. We got you covered. I'm also going to learn how to sing one day, too. All right, here we go. There we go. There she is.
Hi, Robert.
Down over there like, man, you serious? Get me on this screen. I don't have all day to be fooling with you.
It's totally fine. Technology happens to the best of us.
It's great when it works, right?
Yeah.
Well, Diamond, thanks again for joining us today on the show. I had the pleasure of meeting Diamond at the BLE First Friday. And I met some amazing people. That's why I keep talking about this event on the show, because I meet people like Diamond. And so, Diamond, I want you to do the honor of introducing yourself to the audience and tell us who you are, what you do. Got a couple of questions for you afterwards.
For sure. So I'm Diamond Drip. My company is Diamond Drip Consulting, and I like to refer to myself as a business resilience coach or an intuitive business healer, because those just fit so much more. I do business coaching. So think funnels, technology mishaps, all of the things that come with business, marketing strategy, branding strategy. But I also believe in the wholeness of the entrepreneur. I work with a lot of women solo entrepreneurs. Many of them have children. And so being able to create that work-life harmony, not balance, it's a harmony, because as we know, as solopreneurs, our business is our baby. So even when we're not working on it, technically, we're thinking about it, we're dreaming about it. So really just making sure that the whole person is complete, as well as the business, is one of my passions in life.
Now, I hate the word healer. Does that mean these business owners got some issues? They sick, they got some problems, they need some wellness? What's going on there?
Yes. So I like to use the word healer simply because of the modalities that I work with in my business. I use two very profound tools that go deep, like on a biogenetic level, deep into like shadow work. And so many of us, we have these undefined areas within us that have been conditioned by our friends, by our family, by society. And so we have fallen out of alignment with the intuition and the inner wisdom that's within us. So it's a healing that has to happen to be able to come back into an alignment with your own innate wisdom.
I mean, I'm listening to you, Diamond. This sounds pretty deep. I'm telling you, this because I'm going to tell you, because I know for a fact, if I could span the camera around here, you will see on my bookshelf, I have books on accounting, I have books on quantum physics, but the one that has the most is about psychology. It's about that, taking that mental, that holistic. You can't be successful in business if your mind is not right. I'm just telling you, it's a different mindset. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And even for the people who somehow make it to success without the wellness, once they reach the millions or whatever the goal is, what does everyone tend to do? They're like, oh, I need to find alignment. They go on these retreats. They get in touch with their spirituality. So either way, you're going to get there, whether you have it with you along the journey or you make it and then you spend your time focusing on it.
Now, I'll tell you now, like I said, I deal with clients. I've been at this almost 30 years now. I've run into every type of client, every type of industry, and every type of challenge. Now, I'm going to bring up one that I want you to help me out with today.
Okay.
And I mean, I probably dealt with like this week, where if I could just get people to focus long term and understand that building a business is a process. And every process I've ever been involved with, it's filled with risk, rewards. It's about looking long term. It's about short term gain, but looking at keeping your eye on the big picture. But one thing I've noticed, and I've lost some good opportunities with clients, I couldn't keep their eyes on the big picture because they get distracted by these little shiny objects. I call them shiny objects.
Yeah.
It's like a gadget here, an idea here, a concept here. Help a brother out. Since you seem to be really deeply into the psychology and the holistic approach of building the better business owner.
Yeah. So what you're speaking to is actually, there's a term for it. Many of us know imposter syndrome, and some of new shiny object syndrome is what it's been coined as, actually stems from imposter syndrome. But it's this idea that with each new thing that gets brought to your attention, you may, like a business owner may think, oh, this is the thing that's going to be, it's going to skyrocket me to success. And it shifts your attention to whatever the new shiny thing is. You put aside your long-term goals, you put aside, everything that you've been working for, because you believe that this is going to be the thing that does it. I'll give you an example. So I am a beta tester for this software called Video. And so when they first rolled it out, I was like, obviously, I want more free minutes. I want to be able to test all of the new shiny things that are in the software. So for those of you who don't know, it takes your long form content and it uses AI to pull clips that it thinks will do really well for you. You can also make your own clips. And so to have free minutes to do these things is really great. However, I use LinkedIn as my primary social media. So one thing to know about LinkedIn is that videos do okay, but they really push the photos and carousels on LinkedIn, not so much video. So this is an example of where you can get caught up. It's like, I want the minutes. I need to do more video anyway. People are always saying it. I can just use this software, cut my stuff up, and then what? No one's going to see it because LinkedIn doesn't push it out. And so you shift your focus from, I don't know, copywriting, taking really great photos and doing that, and you shift it to video because you're like, this is the thing. And it just moves you into a lack of focus.
So you said that the underlying cause of this could be this phenomenon called imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Break that down to people. What exactly is imposter syndrome?
Yeah. So imposter syndrome is basically when you feel like a fraud, or you feel like you don't know as much as you think you do, or it's basically questioning yourself, questioning your skills, even though there's so much evidence of your accomplishments, even though there's so much, testimonials and feedback from your network that you're great at what you do. It can come from starting a new project, stepping into something that may be a little bit outside of your comfort zone. And then all of this self-doubt and fear starts to creep in, and it starts to hinder what you're actually here to do in your business.
So what do you think this emanates from? Is it cultural? Is it financial? Is it education background? Is there like a common, are more people prone to it than certain people?
Yeah. So one of the tools that I use with people is called human design. And so there is, when you look at a body graph chart, there's a little tiny triangle on your chart, and it houses the heart center of the ego. And so the question that stems from this center is, do I have something to prove? And so 63% of the population actually has this open. So we're being influenced by a society that tells us that we're not good enough and that we can just spend enough money and buy our way out of it. We have our friends and family who are not walking the same path. So they have fear.
Oh my God.
There's a lot that can influence this particular center. And so on a deep level, it's usually just a matter of recognizing what's happening. So even knowing that you have this open center in your chart can be really profound, because you can start to develop mantras and things to help you shift out of that fear and self-doubt. But to your point, there are financial things that can impact it. There are a lot of outside factors as well that can just deepen the conditioning that happens over time.
Can a person sit down and look in the mirror and say, look, I have it? Or is it usually something you don't even realize you have? Is it like laying underneath, or somebody has to point it out to you?
Yeah. So some people can have a really great network of people who can like point out imposter syndrome specifically, or they can be like, I think the other term that people like to use is like shiny squirrel, because everyone knows like squirrel, and you get like dogs, they get like distracted and they look off. So so people can notice that you're doing these things, but there's a self-awareness that comes from actually knowing what's in your chart. And the charts are free. You just need your birth date, time, and date of birth to actually see if you have this center open.
Well, I'm not, even though I am a closet psychotherapist, I don't market myself as such, but I do notice that certain people, it really runs prevalent in business owners. I don't know if it's a gene when you get the business owner gene, that you also get this imposter syndrome gene, that they come as a 2-for-1 or what. But I have to deal with it, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a challenge. It's been one of the challenges of my being a consultant with people, is that let's stay focused, and sometimes I think people think I'm just saying this to get more money out of them. So I sometimes find myself trying to giving them free services just to get them over that hurdle, because it's so important. You must see this big picture, and you can't get distracted every time a new hot speaker comes along, or a new hot technology gadget, or a new office building opens up, or a new uniform type. That's why I keep going. I'm telling you what, my solution to this, and you heard me talk about it a second ago, is you have to tie yourself to a purpose. And to me, that is the antidote. That's one of my suggestions. If you tie yourself to your purpose, even if that shiny object comes along, or that shiny squirrel or shiny rabbit comes along, if it ties into your purpose, maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it can buttress and help support what you're trying to do. But if it's off here somewhere and you're trying to go there, it's going to be a problem. I'm just going to tell you. That's just my little 2 cents on it. This is great. I'm not going to keep you all day because I know we have a First Friday to go to. Are you coming over First Friday?
I am coming to First Friday.
Look, this is such a treat, guys. You all want to meet Diamond in person. She's going to be at the First Friday at Largo in a few minutes. We both are going to be there. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. And tell people how they can find you otherwise. Because I looked at your bio and your website and the services. That is next level service. I'm just going to tell you. We are used to somebody designing a logo for you, somebody building a website, somebody giving you some consulting, but you go under that surface. I mean, you're really into that. And I think people, they need to, do you have like a consultation? I mean, tell us how people can interact with you, please.
Yeah, thank you. So my main website is diamonddripconsulting.com. If you go to diamonddripconsulting.com/thrive, you'll actually be able to get your own first step in the door towards realizing your purpose. I love that you brought in purpose. I do a custom 1-page report for people, letting them know what their deepest purpose in this lifetime is, how they undermine their prosperity, and their biggest challenge in relationships, just from a little bit of information that I asked for on diamonddripconsulting.com/thrive. So that's really, diamonddripconsulting.com is where you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. All of the links are on that site.
All right. Well, I tell you what, thank you again, Diamond. And I see Derek in the room. Derek, what you know Derek?
I do know Derek.
Derek, do you want to come to the stage?
If he is on camera, I don't think he was expecting. Yeah.
I think he is. Well, Derek, we're going to get you next time. But anyway, drop your notes and drop your messages, your comments into the feed, and we'll be glad to broadcast them to the world. Seem like have other people in the feed there also that's singing your praises there, Diamond. So that's just a testament to the type of person you are. And I'm just going to tell you, you're a perfect fit to what we're trying to do here at the Marketing Pulpit and over at BLE First Friday. So I'm looking forward to seeing you a little later on in a few minutes, as a matter of fact. And somebody, so you're not pretty right now. Okay.
I saw that. You're beautiful always, Derek.
I'm sure you're fine. We catch you next time. When you're ready to come on camera, just know we have the open mic on most Fridays. So if you want to come in and chime on one of the news topics or one of the guests, just go ahead and brush your hair and comb your teeth or whatever you decide to do. Put on the top and all this good stuff. And be prepared to come on camera. We offer that to everybody. We call this It's Your Time. It's a new segment we're offering right now. So if you just letting you know, next week we'll be back. If you want to chime in on a topic, we're going to come on and plug your business. We're going to give you that opportunity. Just give us a heads up if you can in advance. So look, I'm coming onto the mic, and I'd like to make your presence known. So thank you again, Diamond. I'm going to see you over at the First Friday, folks. That's Diamond from Diamond Drip Consulting. Great young lady. Looking forward to seeing her. And if you need her services or want to find out more, go to marketingpulpit.com or go to mpi.bz, and you will see her information right there on the homepage. Folks, this is the Marketing Pulpit. We're going to be back next week at the same time right here on the Marketing Pulpit. Thank you again for tuning in. Go out here and march. March is a verb, not just a noun. And if you're coming out to the First Friday networking event, I'll see you in a few minutes. I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here today. And Mr. Brown, help me out here. If you want to be successful, you got to do these 3 things. There you go, Mr. Brown. He's always on point. Do the right thing. Do it at the right time. And you have to do it right. Enough talk. What's the last word? Enough talk. I gotta put this on what that rewind on a loop. Enough talk. Let's get to work.